I imagine for you, like working like with developer tools, like,
Yeah.
you mentioned like, oh, I put code snippets in here. Like, when did you actually start to realize like, oh, this isn't just like, hey, give me a taco recipe or whatever. It's like, hey, like help me actually like build things. Like, past like the Stack Overflow copy paste sort of thing that I think a lot of people
Yeah,
did
yeah.
originally when it first came out.
I think there was like different moments, right? Like
Yeah.
I of an increasing like ability and like holy crap moments. Like the obviously like the ChatGPT one, and you kind of had like the chat era. And before then we had like things like GitHub Copilot had like ghost text completion and things like that, right? And that was actually very it was very approachable for many people because you didn't have to change anything about how you work, right? Like you open editor, you start typing because you're a programmer, this is what you do. And then chat was maybe a little bit different, but didn't feel quite as like powerful. And then when you got to when we first shipped Copilot edits, that was a big moment
Yeah.
for me, and like our moment with AI. Even that seems like ancient tech, and it's only a year and a half old. But like that was basically like you can use natural language, and rather than me having to copy paste the code, it actually updates the code, but it can only
Yeah.
operate on one file at a time, and files that I had manually attached as context, right? Um, and then like we shipped agents like maybe 3 or 4 months later. That was another big one when I started playing with that, and I was like, I remember I had to go back to like Alabama for a family thing. Um, and like I was in a hospital waiting room just like needing to kill time. And I was like, to the iOS apps example, like I don't know Swift. And I was just cranking out Swift apps for
Yeah.
various things, right? And you're just like, obviously, like the models at that point weren't super capable, but like they were still capable of helping me build an iOS app purely from natural language in Swift, a technology I've never used before. And then like I would say like late last November was like another moment. That was right when we were starting to get Opus capables, and like some of the newer OpenAI models were quite capable. And of course, like working on the VS Code team, we work with all the model providers, right? So we get pre-release access to these models because we need to optimize them before release, for all of you using the product. And so you start playing with these things early, and you start to realize like there's a big step change in capability with these things. And like we see this in all of our telemetry, we see this in our own team stuff, like basically from early December
Yeah,
onwards,
sure.
and especially January when people had 2 weeks off to go and play with these things, and they weren't burdened with meetings and a million other things they have to do every day. Like it's just since then it's been like crazy.
Yeah.
And everyone's really leaning on the agent for everything. So I would say like I had different aha moments of increasing capability throughout the years.